Good evening, I'm Stacey Amos for News Channel 8, and these are the top stories that we have for you tonight. Another homicide over the weekend as another teen loses their life. You've heard who let the dogs out, but who let the dogs in Golden Grove Prison. And it's a whale of a tale in Puerto Rico. Those stories and more are up next for you on News Channel 8. In our top story tonight, it's a story we're hearing all too often as an 18-year-old man was stabbed and killed over the weekend on St. Thomas. Here's VIPD spokesperson Melody Rames with more.
Early Sunday morning, an 18-year-old man was stabbed inside the Hush nightclub on St. Thomas and later died. The victim has been identified as Sean Stevens. Another male was also stabbed in the same incident and is being treated at the Schneider Regional Medical Center. Police were notified of the stabbings just a few minutes after 3 a.m. on Sunday. 911 operators dispatched emergency medical technicians to the scene, and the victims were taken to the hospital for treatment. Police were notified by medical personnel that Stevens later died from his injuries, and the second victim needed surgery. Major crime detectives are conducting this investigation. Forensic technicians and other police officers were present at the scene, assisting with the investigation. Police are again asking for the assistance of the public who may have been present at the scene or know anything about what occurred inside the Hush nightclub where these stabbings occurred. If you know anything, please call detectives at 714-9834 or 715-5522. If you wish to remain anonymous and perhaps collect a reward, you can call Crime Stoppers USVI at 1-800-222-TIPS. Crime Stoppers operators will not ask you for your name, and the call cannot be traced.
In other news, there's good things happening in the Estate Harvey community as News Channel 8's Wes Small caught up with Yvonne Peterson for the details.
We're here at Harvey Community Center, and this is a win-win situation with Beyond Visions. I want to say congratulations to you, Yvonne Peterson, because you've been getting a lot of awards from the Environmental Protection Agency, and also you should have accolades up here in the community center. I understand we have some computers that are going to be installed today, some much needed computers, and you want to talk about some family stuff going around. So congratulations.
Yes, thank you very much. And the computer will be donated by Diageo as part of the effort in working with the community. And we see this as a start to more working relationship and more assistance and more partnering with the organization. I think this is important because the people who are most affected by the industry needs to be the one that benefit the most from it. And
well, so, it certainly smells better out here.
Today.
Yeah, I think the cane is aging, so the rum is smelling a lot better, right?
Yes, it is.
What are these computers going to be for?
They're going to be for helping the community. One of the things important is that we need to start having the parents particularly be more educated, because if you want to make a difference for children, it has to start with the household. It has to start with the family. It has to start with the parents. And parents who are more educated are more able to help their children succeed.
Congratulations. I'm very glad you're saying that. And again, congratulations to your environmental awards up in Washington, D.C. and so forth. And all you're trying to do for not only this housing community, but for a lot of communities here. And I know you have a lot to say about what's going on with parenting in the home, and that's where it all starts. Who do you have with us today? Ms. Morales?
Yes, Maria Morales.
Yes, ma'am.
I am the Resource Center Manager.
Yes.
And I work with the children, and we're running a sewing class, and pretty soon it'll be a bigger program than what it is now.
Well, you know, you ladies should be awarded because it's all about self-sustenance and about cooking, sewing, taking care of yourself, planting and growing and eating right and being healthy. Like Stacy says, health is wealth. Yeah. Ms. Morales, so you're happy to see these computers come in here?
Oh, yes. It's going to be a great help, especially for the children. After school program we're going to be running. The children will have access to all kinds of programs. And they can come in and do their homework, and the parents come in and help them too.
I want to tell you something. A camera can pan around and catch the truck with the branches. I want to see how clean it is. Look how clean it is here in Harvey. A lot of times we bang the housing communities about the violence and the dirt and the filth. There's not a piece of paper anywhere up here. The guys are doing a great job with the bush. This is the beginning of hurricane season, June 1st. You ladies have wings waiting for you in heaven. Please, I hope everyone takes care of these computers and respect this property like it is. Beyond Visions, last words from you, Miss Yvonne Peterson.
Well, hopefully when we get a computer in that we have the parents engaging. One of the things I always talk about is that to help things go well in our community, education is the most important thing.
Thank you.
And if we don't have good education, it impacts everyone. It impacts on the decisions we make in the lives of the children. It makes a decision who we select to lead us.
Yes, ma'am.
And so it's important.
Okay. Ms. Morales and Ms. Peterson, thank you very much. The Harvey Community Center. And Harvey, good things are happening. I'm Wes Small for News Channel 8.
Now, we always hear about the negative things going on inside Golden Grove Prison, but here's a positive story. A pilot program utilizing inmates to train dogs has just been completed. Here's the details.
What we have here is the dogs lined up, and they're in the heel position. Now we're going to move forward. Good. Right about turn. Good. Slow down, get your sit. Good. Moving forward, heel. Yeah, that's all right. All of these dogs came here at a different level. Some was semi-feral, some was shy. Some was really antisocial, but as you can see, they made a definite difference with respect to the training and the effort that these guys put forward. Slow down, stop, get your sit. Thumb and forefinger, step out on your right leg, stay. Good. Good. Go back to the heel position, reward them for staying. I would like Lucky and Juniper to make a right about turn and step out. Good. Get out about 7 paces and stop and put your dogs in a down stay. Good. Okay, I would like you guys to figure 8 between them, starting with you, Rambo. Yeah. This exercise is being done so that under distractions, the dogs are able to hold their positions. And these are dogs with no prior training, and these are guys that never had any formal training in this either. This exercise is to make your dog hold a position under distractions. It's like if you go downtown to buy a cup of coffee and you're sitting down outside, you want your dog to be able to maintain that position without breaking. That's why it's so important to have these guys working with the dogs at the shelter, so when they get out, I mean, when someone comes to adopt them, they're more adoptable and they have some core basics. And a definite point of reference.
My name is Keith Francois, and we're here this morning to issue some certificate for this program that we had here running for the last 3 weeks. It's a pleasure. We had this dog training here with a pilot program for the inmates then, which is something for the inmates to do. We have actually started with 6 inmates. We went up with 5. It's a pilot program that we hope to continue.
We'd like to thank Earl Morris for providing us with that footage. Now, Catholic Charities asked the community to help feed the homeless today. Here's the story.
Hi, good day. My name is Brenda Charles. I work at the soup kitchen downtown, and also my co-worker here, Frankie. He's the cook at the soup kitchen. We serve lunch from 11:30 until 1:30. We open daily from 8 to 5. We are here doing a food drive today to help cause for the homeless because our programs and funds has been cut back. and we are here looking for canned items and such like rice and peas and corn and tomato sauce, stuff to help feed the homeless. Thank you so much, ma'am. Thank you so much. We serve lunch from 11:30 until 1:30. At the soup kitchen on a daily basis, we feed from 55 people daily and up. So we are here pleading with the community to come out and donate and help for the soup kitchen so we can continue opening our doors to serve the homeless. And the number you can reach us is 773-0132. That's at the soup kitchen. And also we have the Bethlehem House Shelter, where it's for women and kids. And the number is 778-2753. And also we want to thank those who have donated and help us for the food drive. Yesterday we had one also at the Golden Rock Pueblo and one at the Food Tongue, and we want to thank them very much.
We'd like to thank Earl Morris again for providing us with that footage, and please be sure to contact Catholic Charities to see how you can help. Coming up, the Caribbean celebrates the Queen's Jubilee, and a surprise shooting leaves St. Vincent stunned. That's next in your Caribbean Report.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Now here's your Caribbean Report. From the Caribbean region, more than 1 million cheering spectators on Sunday celebrated Queen Elizabeth's Diamond Jubilee. It was the most dazzling display of pageantry seen in centuries on London's River Thames. St. Kitts and Nevis's Prime Minister, Honorable Dr. Denzel Douglas, alongside other Commonwealth and British dignitaries, participated in the event by joining a flotilla on the river. Governor General of Jamaica, Sir Patrick Allen, made a statement over the weekend that Jamaica will retain a close relationship with Britain and the Queen despite any future constitutional changes. And the BVI holds a ceremonial parade today in observance of the Queen. Continue with the Caribbean region. Now that more states in the U.S. have legalized gay marriage, there's even more reason to take a gay honeymoon. But there are certain places one is more welcome than others. In a recent Huffington Post article, readers were informed of Caribbean destinations that were considered gay-friendly, and most notably, Jamaica made the not gay-friendly list. However, Jamaica has just reported their first known gay marriage on the island between two women who tied the knot on the shores last month and documented their experience in getting married in a country whose laws have long been antagonistic to same-sex unions. And also from the Caribbean region, while still predicting a below-average hurricane season, Colorado State University researchers have adjusted the forecast for the 2012 Atlantic hurricane season. As previously reported in April, the number of tropical storms have increased from 10 to 13, and possible hurricanes have increased from 4 to 5. However, William Gray, founder of CSU Forecasting, has stated that the changes are nothing to be alarmed about. From the Dominican Republic plans to start penalizing all companies that hire illegal workers under a new labor regulation that has sparked anger among the Caribbean country's estimated 1 million Haitian residents. Business owners will have just 1 month to comply. From Puerto Rico, Puerto Rican comedian Raymond Arrieta is on a 6-day walk across Puerto Rico to raise money for the Oncological Hospital. Puerto Rican artists like Daddy Yankee and Luis Fonsi have joined Arrieta on his benefit walk. Last year, the event succeeded in collecting hundreds of thousands of dollars to help cancer patients. And staying with Puerto Rico, the parent company of First Bank Puerto Rico recently bought a $402 million credit card portfolio from FIA Card Services, which they hope will help acquire new customers and retain existing ones. From St. Kitts, nearly 40 regional junior environmental negotiators benefited from a 5-day comprehensive training program designed to strengthen their skills in negotiating multilateral environmental agreements. The workshop ended on Friday and was organized by the CARICOM Secretariat. Participants were drawn from 12 CARICOM member states, as well as the Dominican Republic and Cuba. And from St. Vincent, residents in Union Island and custom officials are in mourning following a shootout last night, which left one of their colleagues dead. Among the dead is Vincentian customs official Anthoniel White, who made his mark in the Grenadine island of Union Island. Reports are occupants of a foreign vessel believed to be drug traffickers opened fire on police and customs officials. No reason why. And in your cricket update, rain dealt yet another blow to West Indies' already wretched tour, forcing the abandonment of the second day of their 2-day fixture against Leicestershire yesterday and further undermining their build-up to the third and final test against England later this week. In a blast from the past, Somerset's two cricketing knights, Sir Ian Botham and Sir Viv Richards, former captains of England and the West Indies, who had not been seen together back in the West Country since the 1980s, thrilled the crowds at a charity match in Bath. Please be sure to check our Facebook page for all full details on all stories in the Caribbean Report. Now, also from around the Caribbean, our island neighbor, Puerto Rico, has made international news with a stranded whale hitting their beaches over the weekend. A marine mammal expert in Puerto Rico says rescuers were unable to save a sperm whale about the size of a city bus that was stranded just off the island's north coast. The sperm whale was first spotted early Saturday just off the coast near the town of Luquillo. She died about 5 hours later. Sperm whales inhabit the deep ocean near Puerto Rico from January through about August. The sperm whale was bleeding and may have cut itself on the reefs offshore, said the DRNA. DRNA personnel found what appeared to be a placenta on the beach, so the whale may have aborted a calf. Coming up, track and field is in your Sports 411.
This newscast has been sponsored by Mario's Virgin Crystal. Let us save you the hassle of lugging those jugs around. Purified bottled water conveniently delivered to your home or office. Also available in your favorite grocery store. Call 773-2810.
This is News Channel 8. This is News Channel 8.
Now here's Stephen Koo Francis with your Sports 411.
Thanks a lot, Stacy. This past weekend, the Hounds and Foxes Track Club visited Puerto Rico to compete in the Hershey Meet, where St. Croix's very own 9 Daniels broke the track record for the 100 meters. I caught up with them as they returned home yesterday. I spoke to Coach Charles Golphin.
To the public out there in the Virgin Islands, my name is Coach Charles Golphin, and I'm the Vice President and CEO of the Hounds and Foxes Track Club. We just recently returned from Puerto Rico, Mayagüez. We competed in the Hershey's Meet. Anybody that wins an event there will be considered for Hershey, PA. We're in a region of 7, which includes Texas, Arkansas, New Mexico, Louisiana, Puerto Rico, VI, and I'm missing one, but that's basically where we were this weekend. We had some very outstanding performances. They had medals for the relays, but they had trophies for first, second, and third. We had in the 5 and 6 year old division, we had Mr. Tyrone. He won a trophy. Mr. Tyrone, he got second place in the 50 meters. How was the event? Good. Tell me what school you go to. Alexander Henderson? Okay. There you go. Thank you. I had next. Tell the people your name. You gotta speak up a little bit, please. And what school do you go to? Colorado Marcos. She got second in the 50. Okay. And we have Mr. 9 Daniels. Tell them what your name, what school you go to.
My name is 9 Daniel. I go to St. Patrick's School, and I won first place in the 100 meters for Mayagüez, and for second place in the 200 meters for Mayagüez too.
And also that 100-meter trophy see right there, that is also the record. You have the record of the
You broke the record?
Yes, he did.
Wow, that's impressive, Coach.
Thank you so much. We're going to Miami this weekend coming up to compete in the Northwest Games. We'd like to thank some of our sponsors, Housing, Parks, and Recreation. We have Dr. Merced, Dr. Smith, Attorney Holt. I'm trying to remember off the fly right now. Premium Leasing, the Chicken Shack, all the community. Look, man, we went out in Sunny Isle on Thursday to get some shoes, and we had a guy from TSA, him and his wife, and he was in the military, and they ended up buying some shoes for the athlete. A lot of the people on the street in the community have been giving out $1 and $2, and we really appreciate it. We cannot be here without the community, and I know a lot of people out of jobs and so forth, so we really appreciate all those little dollar bills we got. And I told people to look out, or we would be on the news and we would show them that we are doing what we're supposed to do with the money for the youth here in the Virgin Islands, and get us a track. We need some tracks.
So congratulations again to the Hounds and Foxes Track Club and 9 Daniels, and a job well done. That's a look at your Sports 411 update. I'm Stephen Francis for News Channel 8.